Thank you very much. I actually have a caller that has been waiting on the line for 2 minutes. How are you, sir?
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Mayegun.
Good evening to you. Now you are live. Everybody can hear you, please.
Correct, Mr. Mayegun.
Yes, sir.
Firstly, I salute you or your courage and everything you're doing.
Thank you.
I salute that. There is a particular reason why I called this very evening. And it happens to do with the collective thinkness of Nigerians. Collective thinkness of Nigerians. I don't know the kind of faith you have, or should I say, the kind of belief you anchor. But there's something I know that you are that kind of person of faith.
At least.
And for you, by this time, not giving up on these monkeys and baboons, it simply means that it's like woman will stay for your house well, because you are very patient. You are too patient to my liking. Now, there's something that I would like to correct firstly.
Please.
You were referring to Asari Dokubo bringing some hungry, canal drinking water monkeys, gorilla, very tattered human beings, calling them ex-militants. Most of those people whom you're seeing, these are new court boys that they are recruiting in the coastal region of Biafra land. And secondly, his own land is a Biafra land. His own land is a Biafra land. His own are Biafra land. Asari Dokubo, what Asari Dokubo came to do there, he has nothing to do with his own people. These are still part of the people. These are still part of the system, the Izon people. The young Izon people are fighting today. I am an Izon man, and I am speaking as an Izon man. So, I will encourage you not to use that word of like bringing the Niger Delta people. No, don't say bringing Niger Delta.
If you want to remember the phrase I used, right? I said the Niger Delta terrorist. The Yoruba xenophobic terrorist. I was talking about the ganging up of all these characters from everywhere that ordinarily shouldn't even put or show up their face with the bigotry and the kind of what they are known for. But I get your drift. Go on, please.
Okay, now for me to allow other callers to come in.
Yes, sir.
Here is the deal. Asari Dokubo, he once said he was fighting for Biafra, and that is the reason why people like we left him for Nnamdi Kanu. That is the reason why people like we don't count people like him, Tompolo, Ateke, General Kolo, and so on and so forth. We don't count them as part of us. We see them as part of our oppressors. Just the way you see Kolu, just the way you see how will I call these other people? We have nothing to do with this people.
And the rest of them.
So we have nothing to do with these people. As Asari Deso, do you know how many times that foolish guinea pig has ran away from inside his this thing, in Calabari there? Anytime the comment come for him, he normally runs. And people are giving him cheap publicity. That's none of my business. That's zoo, and it's for zoo. So finally, is that these people are nothing like Niger Delta. Nothing like the Niger Delta. We are not Niger Delta. His own people are not Niger Delta. We are Biafran. The person who gave the name Biafra is an Izon man.
Yes.
Ojuku know nothing about Biafra.
I remember that.
So don't associate those people in that in that area of contraption. Don't associate them with whatever the zone nation stands for. Thank you very much.
God bless you. And for clarity, by the way, don't doesn't mean that you are trying to correct me from, because I kind of accused them of what you are saying. I didn't. So that our listeners will not be like, you are trying to correct Mayegun because Mayegun is linking them and all this is on and all of that. That's not what happened. But I like that. What have you, the part of history you want people to know? Because I don't even know about his own. I don't know about all of that. My narrative is pretty much about the criminality of those who are ready to burn down Abuja if you won't let them inaugurate a Kolu. Now I have another caller here. Hello there.
Hey, Mayegun.
Hey, Ima.
Ọjọ́ mẹ́ta. Báwo ni ọjọ́ mẹ́ta?
Ọjọ́ kan pẹ̀lú. How are you, sir?
I know. Ìjọba mi wá tó di àìfagbára wọ̀ gbà. Mo try níjọ́ wo títí mi tẹ̀ get to àtọ́.
I know, Baba. Go easy.
Gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó ti ń sọ náà láti jọ́ ti wá sí ìmúṣẹ. There's no two ways about it. Like the one you said today about they said Tinubu paid Obi to do this so that Atiku can lose the election. But I've had it immediately after the election when one of the prophets in Nigeria said something like that. I just look at how can if they paid Obi, how can he now win Lagos, win most of everywhere that
and he's still in court. He's in court to challenge them.
And he's still in court.
They want him to withdraw his case.
So I don't even believe it. I said this man is just talking rubbish. Until you mentioned it today, that they really mean that they paid Obi to be doing all this and he's still going to court. But Nigeria is a terrible place. For me, if I were Obi, I would just pull out because Nigerians are not even ready to fight for themselves. There are so many of them here that have even left Nigeria, but Nigeria never even leave them.
I'm telling you.
So if I were Obi, I would just
didn't leave them.
No, Nigeria did not leave them. They are still arguing. I don't argue with them anymore because the more you argue, the more you have mental illness like them. It's the best way to leave them.
Protect your mental health and worry less about
Nigerians. Exactly.
That's a new one, oh.
And the other guy yesterday too that the BBC interview, that guy say, Baba Kologon. I'm telling you. No, I only see most of them TikTok and Instagram. They once they enter UK or enter anywhere, the next is to be doing video. I've been are these people stupid? Since they want to disturb others, but I know UK need the money. UK are making a lot of money from foreigners, so I don't think they will take any. They will not take any drastic action that will affect them.
No, it's Jared. They will just create another visa, another visa again. They will give them to people, then they will close it again. Yeah. That's what they do. It's money.
Yeah. It's all about money. Well, it's my good. Thank you for everything you have been telling us, and I hope people have started opening, but Nigerians are not even ready to go on the street. For me, Nigerians are not ready. When somebody like the voice you played, that woman was talking. He said when the time comes, they will push people to the wall, and people will not be able to go back again. They will react. I think we are ready to that.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Emma.
Let me you can call. I tell you to the family, my friend.
God bless you, Baba. Same to us. Thank you. I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Yeah, my good general.
Yes, sir.
No, what you talk today really touched me. There was a time I cried, sir. Yeah, it was because when you talk about some people, their parents will die, they wouldn't able to go back there to see their probably for some years.
The other side of Japa, they are not telling everyone. You will separate from your family. You won't be able to go back there. You will see them, they will grow old and they will wither away, and you will never be part of their last moment. And you just have to live with that. Because you jackpot. And you can't just jackpot.
You cannot even attend their burial.
Yes.
That is the most painful thing. But most people don't know this is. But I saw one of Jamaica guy today, my daughters and the Jamaica guy, the daughter, they are in the same class, and we normally talk. We talk very well. Right. The guy who told me that he got a lad in Ghana. That's where going to retire to. Most of them are buying land in Ghana, building house in Ghana. They don't like Nigeria because Nigeria is not a safe country. So most Jamaica guys in the UK now, even America, we check it to the internet. They are building houses in Ghana. That's where they go retire to. They don't want to go back to Jamaica. That's that. He was telling me he watched that video of that Tamu stuff. He told me there's another some other people the BBC interview as well. One Igbo guy, he's a doctor. His father brought him here when they were young. His father's a doctor as well.
Emeka Okorocha.
So the way that, see the way he defended everything. The Jamaican guy was telling me that guy, Tamu, made a lot of money for BBC because that video, BBC going to make money from it. And him himself, he will make a lot of money from it. They paid him. That's what he told me. He said they paid him money for that. And that guy, next year, he's going to go and meet them and tell them that people are threatening him that if he go back to Nigeria, he's going to kill him. And the BBC, people will be watching what the threat people are giving him the internet. Before you know, they give him a car, give him a house, give him an asylum, become a big boy. Say that guy, if he don't make money, going to make up to 200,000 for that interview. He did. You see the guy is doing like this, posing and he make money. It's not free. It's not free, Mayegu.
So you are referring to Tiamiyu now. Sorry, I kind of got that mixed up, yeah? You are referring to Tiamiyu.
Yeah, the Tiamiyu. Yeah, okay. The Tiamiyu guy.
Like he got paid for that inter and all that, you mean?
Yes. That's what the Jamaican guy was telling me. He said it's not free.
Right.
He said that Tiamiyu go to claim asylum, but next year he's going to say Nigeria people are threatening that they're going to kill him if he goes to Nigeria. Yes, so he can stay back. And this guy came to UK September last year. Yes. His wife, he come here for studies. His wife brought him here as a dependent.
I know.
And it's not spoiling. They say that guy's a tailor. Somebody knows him. Say that guy's a tailor. A Yoruba guy came when we were discussing.
And he's from Osun State. No, he's from Osun State. Yes. Some even said that he was a police officer. Another said that no, he's just like he does anything, including acting. Anything that we share, like he's a pure hustler before the opportunity came. And that's why some people are so angry that he's now burning the bridge that he kind of sort of climbed. Well, I get your drift. Time will tell. As usual now, the story no go hold. We go there here. We'll follow it up eventually.
As you said, if you enter Africa, they're going to teach you lessons. You said it.
You know? Thank you so much. Let me take another one because of our time, right? Let's take another call. And one name. Hello there.
Good evening.
Good evening to you, Baba. How are you?
Very good. Thank you very, very much for the enlightenment and for the exposure you're giving to our people.
Thank you.
I am very, very happy. We are pleased with you.
Thanks.
Baba, I just called you to remind you what I told you when this thing began. And one woman came out and said, I will see what they will do. They will pull the sky, they will pull the mountain. I told you, say, Mayegu, nothing they happen. This is Nigeria.
You said it.
The people in the country have been so bastardized. They have been so monopolized that their surname now is fear. And when you have fear, you cannot do anything. Even something you can do very well, because of you have fear, you can't do it. You will not be able to. I told you that they will not do anything, that nothing will happen. It is Nigeria. It will take the unforced thing. That I don't know how to say it, for Nigeria to rise up. They have all their bones have been broken. Nothing will happen. Is it Tinubu go rule 4 years? Still go second time again. Nothing will happen.
Years.
And they tell you nothing will happen. I tell you the first day, the woman comes say, he disagree with the caller that I will see this. What is the date today? It's heading to almost 1 or 2, 3 months now.
But now only
nothing will happen. Now Nigeria, nothing will happen. Nigerians are so scared to die. They don't enjoy like to the death now. They fear them.
Which enjoy now? See, you detox in Nigeria. They won't enjoy it. I mean, they enjoy it. Which life then they enjoy? Whether they fear to lose? Because
there's something you don't understand. There's something you don't understand. When you are in a place where you know say that contract no matter how hard Nigeria is, somebody no fit start. If you dey your house hungry, they catch you. If you enter your friend house, you go chop, or if you enter your relation house, you go chop. Until you go reach the time where they go be say nobody ready to even give you water drink. Now you go see people go say suffer don't come. Now Nigerians never really know. They never really feel and they never touch it. Nothing go happen.
They get alternative. Like people say, where Nigerians, when you push them to the wall and you expect them to turn back, Baba na hold they go make inside that wall, oh. And they go tell you say they are smart. They will say, look at how smart we are.
Some will jump over the wall.
Some will jump the wall. And they will tell you, say, look how smart I am. I jumped when they want to beat me to death.
Okay. Nothing will happen in Nigeria. I don't talk about they hear them if they make it the best.
Every time you come here, you will tell us and you will repeat it again and repeat it again. And it seems that you seem to be right. And not everybody will agree with you when they know that you are right. You know that.
They feel no agree, but I am a man that has been in Nigerian system. I have lived in the country. I was born in the country. I grew up in the country. I was one of the so-called system. How do I put it now? I work as an SS officer under Navy. I know what I'm saying. Nigerians have gone so dumb that I don't know how to describe them now. Nothing they happen. Nothing go happen. Nothing. The way Nigeria
so
did now.
If I say, I swear to God, try me. Try us. You go see what go happen. So nothing go happen.
Nothing go happen. Nigeria, the way Nigeria did now, every man for himself. The way Nigeria did now, every man for himself. If anything that happen, my personal thing, if you do me something, I will take personal grudge. Okay, you do me this, make I revenge against you. But you see, when it comes to something, when all the whole Nigeria go like, nothing they happen because nobody won't carry anybody cross. Nobody.
Nobody won't carry anybody cross. Carry your cross, not carry my cross.
Until they learn how to come out in unison to carry the cross of everybody come and say we will all carry our cross ourselves. Now they say now that was what was going to happen on that October. That this thing protest. They came out to carry the cross together, but yeah, to not give them carry the cross together. So that is the problem. Nobody wants to carry the cross. Simple. Nothing will happen and nothing will happen.
Now the thing that's why they don't like you. The way you they talk you they talk with confidence. You they talk like saying a finer. And some people they listen to you, they say, no, something will happen. Okay, you know what? Don't go anywhere. Somebody else will call in now. Okay, as usual, I bet you are used to that. They will tell you they disagree with you.
When I did this, I entered the room so many times because of one thing. Know why?
Why?
I be realistic man. Even my commanders, I tell them say, see, I see, and I say, I did blunt.
Baba,
I tell you the truth.
I'll take this one. Hello there.
Hello, good evening, Michael.
Oh, good evening, bro. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine. This is Victor. I'm calling from Kent. How are you?
Well, I'm very much, fine too. And thanks for asking, Vic.
How is the family?
Go on, sir.
Good. It's quite interesting tonight.
It is interesting.
What you've opened our eyes to see again. And what I want to say tonight is just with this guy called Tavio. And if you look at how the guy, everything about him, I mean, you're coming to UK, not even up to a year. Okay? Posting all sort of things. And you have the guts to have the interview. And this guy knew exactly what they want to do.
He did.
They've already planned this thing. They need to put something as scapegoat to show everyone.
Just like, you know what I mean? We need somebody to validate what we want to do. So it will look like
they already have it. Look at the timing, Michael.
Yes, sir.
Look at the timing when this video came out. And what happened a day or 2 days after? They changed the law.
Of course.
They need to bring something out. Yes, they need to bring something out to say, do you know what? Even if you don't like what we want to do you agree with this? And once you say, no, I don't agree with this.
I don't agree with that. Then we say,
so
we need to do what we have to do.
And the guy is not smart enough to know that it was a trap. It was a bait that was set for him because they know this thing exists. They know all these things.
They do. They have all the data.
It's like you want the good of something and you don't want the other side.
You don't want the bad of
it. If they're coming to enrich, they're coming to bring this money, and you have to provide, like you said, you need to provide for these people that are coming. If you're giving 100 people the visa to come in, how are you going to, sort out the services?
Exactly.
The GP, the schools, the supermarket, everything. Are you
like
planning
they just gave
for
them
that?
the visas, right? And they were like, just find your way. Find your way in the UK. Now, when they begin to see the number of people coming in, they were like, oh my God, why are there so many? Oh my God, what are we going to do about schools? Oh, who is going to take care of their health? What happened about the money you took from them? What do you do with the money?
These people, I'm telling you, Michael, the people that are coming, they are not just normal people. These are people that are well-to-do. People that they are comfortable.
That's right.
Okay. They're comfortable. They're coming with money into this country. So you're taking the money and you don't want to provide for them. But because everybody now realized this thing started probably about last year.
Yes.
But they've been flagging it gradually. Oh, this thing is going up. This thing is going up. But they have to justify, like, okay, let's now turn the tap off. But we need to justify it. Once we realize that, we have shortage again, we release the tap. It is a clever move. And I listened to, I think it was Dave Cameron about a day ago or something.
Right.
He was like, okay, if you don't have, option for this, you can't criticize. These people will not criticize each other. They are looking for a scapegoat to validate their action. And the guy that is just coming, less than a year, just opening his mouth anyhow, uncontrollably, unedited. And I want to say this, it's not smart at all. There was a guy that spoke to Farage, I think about a day ago. A seasoned doctor, a guy that his parents came into this country as a surgeon, and he himself is a surgeon in this country. And he told them repeatedly, Farage asked him, do you agree with this increase in number, blah, blah, blah? The guy said, these people are coming to enrich this country. They're coming with all their expertise. They're coming with this, coming with that. And some of them are going back and impact their economy back home. He said, look at me. I've got something to do back home. He repeatedly asked the question about 4 times.
I know.
And this guy
and he was even trying to kind of make him change what he was saying. And he kept saying that, listen, I understand your sentiment. I understand what you're trying to say, Farage. But what I'm telling you that statistically, this can also not be overruled. They exist. And he quite kind of humbled Farage. You know something? Keep talking. I'm going to bring that video up for everybody to listen. Some have seen it, but continue, please.
But this guy, consistently emphasize that point. These guys are coming, we have a value. We are family-oriented person. When we're coming, we come with our family. You can't tell me, I'm coming to come and study. I won't bring my wife. I won't bring my children. And that's the reason why you're giving them the visa to cover that. So they know that. It's just the fact that, okay, we've put this law in place and people are complaining it's high. What do we need to do? We need to find a reason to justify, but we need a scapegoat. They would have spent a lot of time watching stuff on the internet, looking at the guy to just setting a bit. Who is the guy we're going to use? And this guy came on the radio and was saying, I'm sorry. It's not about sorry, you're being stupid. You're not wise because you don't even think.
Let me release this the voice of this guy. I'll put you on a mute just for a minute, okay? Just a part of what he's saying, all right? Let's listen together.
Better jobs, a better lifestyle. You can't just leave everyone there. You also want to bring people in there so they can also develop in that country as well. And being somebody who was a product of that, because when I came many, many years ago, my dad came as a doctor, as a surgeon, to come work here in the NHS. At that point, myself and my siblings, we were dependents. We were young. We couldn't work. We were just living at the time. We didn't have citizenship. We had to wait and get our British passports. And then we were able to go through the system. And I was able to school here, go to medical school here. My sister was able to school here.
No, you've done very well. You've done incredibly well. And that's terrific. And that's an example.
We've been exactly in that
how
position.
This can work. What I'm saying
when
to
it works.
What I'm saying to you is one of them, there you are working for the NHS. One of the reasons we've got a 6.7 million waiting list is that our population has exploded totally out of control. We don't actually have the health service, the schools, the roads to cope with the population rising like this.
It's true, but then when you think of what these students are studying and what they're contributing to in society, then it makes it seem a little bit more logical. Because if you think about the NHS, around 15% of the NHS are people who don't identify as British. And that's not to count people like myself who have British citizenship, a British passport, but I'm also dual nationality because I'm Nigerian. So then you think about this, in London, 27% of people working in the NHS aren't British, and Nigerians are the third most populated country from outside the EU that come and actually drive the NHS workforce. So we're saying the poor
countries will strip out your talent, will take away your nurses and doctors. They're probably more needed there, aren't they?
Well, I wouldn't call them poor countries. I call them developing economies. And secondly, these people who come here and study here also have their opportunities to go home and give their talents back. So my plan, obviously, is to do a lot back in my country. I was trained here in the UK. I was fortunate enough to be given the resources to study here and work in the NHS, which is great. And then I've seen how healthcare systems can work. And then I'm trying my best to go back and implement them there too.
You see absolutely no problem with this. Nigerian citizens accounted for 40% overall of all dependents who accompanied foreign students in the 12 months this year. Does it strike you?
Are you there, Vil?
Yes, I am. Yeah,
I don't want to play all the video. I just thought that the fact that you mentioned it, it will be nice for people to kind of see that as part of this conversation. So he did well.
So after, the guy was well seasoned. Okay, I'll tell you this: if a reporter or somebody is going to for a press briefing, they will brief you.
Exactly.
Okay, this is the likely question. This is how to respond. And that's when you see the politician, even here in this country, they ask Suella Braverman the same question about this. He was repeating the same thing. Even when they are at fault, they are repeating
when they expect him to go out of that line and say something that is not in the script, he kept repeating the same thing.
Okay, that is when you know somebody that is stands and that's very clever, And you should know that there's something that's catchy. They want to get you.
Yeah,
and they need somebody.
Gotcha moment. Yeah. Oh, did he just say that?
Yeah.
Please put that on the roll. He said that. Put it on the roll. And that's exactly what they do with Tiamiyu. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And so mind you can actually see the person who lived in the system, who understands the peculiarity of the two worlds, Nigeria and those who are here, and those who are coming here and why, to somebody who just kind of recently escaped from the ruined Nigeria, and it's in a new world that seems to be like everything just like these people don't smart, they are not smart. We can use this fake document and bring everybody from Nigeria to the UK and they won't know. So it's an opportunity to brag about it, inexperience, and it just means isn't it?
And you don't know, there's something I like to say when it goes up.
Yes.
The people that just come, they think these people are not wise. They're wise. They're just looking at you. They keep saying that they're wise. Even look at what, even around us. All these criminal politicians bringing in money, they know they're looting the money.
They do.
They know where the money is coming from. They know all these things. But they're waiting for opportunity to now say, okay, you've done this, you've done that. We're going to confiscate it. We're going to, send the money back or do something. So they know that. And this guy needs to understand that you're in a system that things work on its own.
Yes.
You don't need anybody to put hand into it. So if they want to move, they will move, and they will justify the reason why they're moving. Thank you.
Thank you so
very
much for that insightful part of this show that you just added. I appreciate that. Okay, thanks a lot. I have another caller who is also going to be the last caller tonight. Hello there.
Hello, Mr. Mike.
Hello, ma. How are you?
This is Abeke again. It's good to get you this way because I don't want to come on your live.
I know.
People that saw that video be calling me. Wow. You see, I'm so grateful for that for that video you just showed.
Thank you, ma'am.
That video, do you know that guy that's speaking to you is one of my colleagues senior in the business, in my business, Mary Kay.
Emeka.
And I'm so grateful for that guy, what amazing thing he has been doing.
That's lovely. You may need to mute the broadcast, ma. I'll go to the next room so that we can do our thing. It will be distractive. I know what it is like, okay? So, yeah. Continue, ma.
So, you see, when you first share it on Facebook, I was so grateful that you shared that video. Then, I say thank you for sharing. You see that guy, what he has been cutting, many people have been talking. My experience in this country has taught me well.
Bless you.
And it's sad when you see people like that Mr. whatsoever that comes out and talk rubbish. You remember I said what I went through make me learn the system. The system we are finding ourselves here is unbelievable. That's why you see people like me who keep saying we want Yoruba nation. We want our own, on a normal basis, you should ask yourself, what are we doing here? We have a land.
Yes.
But here is not our land. And many people have been coming on your platform saying different things. That guy was one of people that guy you played that video right now, it was one of the people that campaigned for, blood, what's it called? I forgot because I'm not in medical, he's in medical line. He has done many campaigns. Supporting this NHS, trust me. During the pandemic, he was out there even including, I think his dad as well, their senior consultant. So all these things I'm telling you, I am making you to know that those people like tell me why people have to talk. Yeah, people have to talk. But do you think you have idea that you and I have got for
no way. You can have that experience in 1 year. You can't come to the UK. No, you may come to the UK and things may work for you faster than others. But it will still never give you that experience. No, you won't have it.
God bless you. And it's sad. It's sad when you kind of seeing people that work. Everybody, our land develop, and I feel all the time. I keep telling people, don't look down on yourself when they look down on you. Don't give up. I campaign. I've been on Chinese about this charging of the normal this naturalization.
Which one?
No. This naturalization for the kids. For them to become
for the kids. Exactly.
10 years, I was one of the people. You're going to be seeing me out soon. I was one of the moms that volunteered myself to be talking about it.
God bless you.
To tell this government that they should stop making our children become like us. Because when you have a child, the 10 years rules, all these things they are doing, I'm one of people that also speaking in my community, and they make me to know this.
God bless you.
And I step into it. My daughter was the one that first talked about how she feel when she was working with them in a community, and that was how we are out there. And And you are right about if you don't know these people, how to do interview with them, they will keep putting word in your mouth. They will keep, when they keep making me, they call me, when they want to promote me on the TV, they say, oh, Kafila told you that she's from Southern Nigeria, she's illegal immigrant, blah, 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 blah. And when they say all this nonsense, you know, people that, one of my ladies said, God forbid, she's not broke, she's not bankrupt. No. And I said, what do you want them to say? Because
they like that tag. They want you to appear like you need help, you need
God
this.
You.
I mean, you know, your word is not like stable because you are from Africa, or you are from Nigeria, or you are running away from poverty. Do they think that poor people they travel? Yeah, we are poor, fine.
So now,
do they think it's cheaper to travel?
Exactly. And I'll say to them,
yes, ma'am.
It won't be boring. Boris wasn't born in this country. He was born in US. Why are you people making children? If their mother is an illegal immigrant, doesn't mean those children cannot have a life. But for those children to grow up, to understand the life you are giving to them, that is not real, when are you people going to change that law to favor the kids? So I want to urge all my Nigeria people. We need to, because that's the name we still have now. But when we want to extend ourselves from it, we say we are Yoruba.
Yes.
When we want to become exit, like, okay, I'm Yoruba, I'm Igbo. I don't want to bear that name. You see, all the things you've been talking, me, if I keep saying this, keep saying that, everything is true. It's reality that we have to face.
That's right.
And you see, and that's why I bring you back again, that you see, you father, what you father have created, that you, if you're going to ask me now, everybody that's responsible for all these things, all these men, in between you and I,
yes,
is it the mom you put there that doing all these things, no. That mom doesn't have? Because even mom talk to you people at home, sometimes you want to do what you want to do.
Still.
That is what comes to all those men that come on this platform. We want all of you to please start doing something. Work together with Mayegu, do something, make a difference, become a great father. Let you, father, create a nation for mother and children. Because that's
practice
why, if not, we're still going to become...
Be the example.
We're going to be running. We're going to be running. Nigeria abroad. Do you think they want to come?
Majority, if they have options, they will not come here. In fact, if they wanted to come before, some of them after getting here and finding out how it is, they will prefer to go back, but they can't, knowing what it was in Nigeria too.
But do you remember, Mayegu, in 60, 70, 80, 90, did you see anybody want to stay in abroad?
Why would you want
to stay in a cold country? I'm one of people that my parents come here, they go.
Why would you want to stay in a cold country when you can get everything you want in Nigeria? Then it has gotten, everything to propoye.
So that is why you are right about the slave master of our entirely, because they want people to come and build up.
Yes.
Now we are the victim of everything. You can imagine.
They don't want to be responsible in giving something back. And for the first time, they are being challenged.
Exactly.
That you colonized these people. You took a lot from them for like over a century now. And it seems that you are not done.
That was exactly what I point out to them.
Matter, their resources is all that matter, not the people. So you can take everything from them.
That is what I said to you. I put it to them. I said to them, what's the point? You come to my country to say to us that you are the one that colonized us. Then we come here, we are like a threat to your neck.
Exactly.
You don't want to see us.
You only need us for whatever we can give to you, whatever we can, give, but you don't want our responsibility. Our children, our family, you don't want them.
Again, Mr. Mayegu, you know that Labour is coming to power. Labour will come.
I think that's one of the reasons why the immigration issue is popping up now, because
God bless you, my darling brother. You've got it. I was with the education minister last week I didn't even know it was. I thought, they just bring out some of them ministers. I didn't even know it's the one I'm talking to until I saw him when I get back home. I saw him on Sky News because I like to listen.
Minister of Education or Education Secretary.
And I said, so this is the man I was talking to. But the thing I put to him, because there was a community. That community, they are helping a lot of people. Most especially, I was one of the people they helped, immigrants. Yes. And I said to them, I hope when you people come into power now, you will not take the benefit away, because during your time, my eyes did pepper during your time. I couldn't get help. I said, so I hope you people will not come and damage the benefit this school have been giving to many moms, so that the kids can be able to settle in the school
and settle down in the place
to do something. He said, oh, no. We're going to make everything. That's why we want to know. This is it. And I don't blame that one. I mean, what does he know? He knows more. He knows nothing.
And they took advantage
of that. He thought this land is like Nigeria.
And now you should sue BBC and say BBC set me up. BBC set me up in the UK. Now, you know what I mean?
I have the video. All the things that talks to them, they didn't put it out there.
He said it.
I will send you.
He said he also told.
I will send you. I don't want you to play it.
Yeah, he said he told them in the interview.
I don't want you to play it out there, but I want you to watch it. I want you to watch that video. I will send it to you that I did on Sky News. You will see the way they promote it. Watch that video.
I will. Thank you so much, ma. Let me. Our time is up now. I know. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
And thanks for stopping by, you and keep doing what you are doing. Oh, maybe one of these days I'm going to come to your county. Do they call it county, or what do you call it? What do we call those small areas and communities again? So maybe one day I'm going to be in that area too.
Yeah, they call it, like a county, no, just like
county. A county. There's something they call it, ma. Boroughs. Is it not borough?
Sometimes we call exactly.
Something like borough. So maybe one day I'll be in your borough and join you in that community. Okay, stay safe, ma. Can you nice one?
Please. And you too.
Thank you, ma. So this is where we are going to draw the curtains. My time is up and our time is up. I wish we could go further, but of course, we'll have to call it today. Okay. Thank you so much for spending your evening with me. I say that all the time. And I'm counting days. One of these days, I'm going to come here and I'm going to show you the box of my new camera. And I'm going to show you the new face of Mayegun's Diary Political when that is done. You see this picture, the way you see the screen when you are watching Mayegun, that is about to change. It's about to change to something more sparkly, lovely, and soothing. I will see you some other time. Until then, don't leave without liking the broadcast, okay? I'm going to see you some other time. You should all have a good evening and a good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun Diary political. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary na ibi number one.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary na ibi number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Prẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Mayegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.